This time there will be no negotiations with local authorities. Shops will open everywhere, but socialising, drinking or eating out, how we will live will depend on the data, the R number, the number of cases in different age groups and pressure on local NHS services.
The only way to be fully confident about something like that is if the government is very transparent and communicates how these are being decided and follows them and works with local authorities to do them.
This was the situation when the previous tier system came into force. The darker the colour, the higher the concentration of cases. Fast forward to last week and the picture has changed, with increases in the Midlands and the South East. Regions will find out which tiers they're placed in on Thursday, and while we can't be sure who'll be in that highest tier, these towns and cities currently have the highest COVID case rates in the country. Might they go into tier 3 here in Kent, with pubs and restaurants open only for takeaway, household mixing only in outdoor public spaces? The council leader accepts the old system didn't do enough.
The reality is that the high infection rate that we had for a week at least in Swale was due to infections that acquired when we were in tier 1. So quite clearly, tier 1 isn't very effective.
Other leaders are frustrated not to have their say this time.
I personally am not convinced by the logic that says, really hit hospitality hard, but almost open up everything else. I think that isn't the right balance as far as I can see. And it might be too late now to ask the government to rethink that, but I do think it means a very, very tough winter for the hospitality sector.
With positive vaccine news, the Health Secretary is determined to look forward.
People watching at home really want to just get a sense, is it possible that we could be back to normal after Easter?
After Easter, we think that we will be getting back to normal.
But while there's light at the end of the tunnel, it is still dark in the middle, and there's a difficult winter ahead.
Well, Tessa, lots of pretty tough decisions to be made here, and decisions with a massive impact on people's lives as well.
Absolutely, Sian, and it's been brought into sharp focus in the run-up to Christmas, hasn't it? Perhaps you'll be looking to Thursday's announcement because you want to know when and how you might see family and friends. Might you be in Tier 1, be able to see them inside, or not at all in Tier 2 and 3 inside, just in some outside spaces? Perhaps you'll be looking to Thursday's announcement because you're wondering about your job. With huge swathes of hospitality probably likely to close, you might not know whether you'll be going to work or not. What is clear, though, is that different parts of the country are going to have very different run-ups to Christmas.